I think it's very hard to pick one specific time where Mr. Tam helped me with my math, because every single Sunday when I would walk in, he was already helping me. But I would say it would be every single instance in which I asked him a vectors question, because even though a lot of my questions were similar because I couldn't grasp the concept, he would still patiently explain it to me every single time, always draw the diagram for me, always put painstaking effort into making sure that I understood every single question, even if all the applications were only very slightly different. I think that was a big help for me. Three words I would say is cares about students, because I think that Mr. Tom always puts in a lot of effort, a lot of patience, and a lot of time to ensure that your learning experience in Thinker's Cap Education is tailored specifically for you. And so it's not really about him trying to push as many concepts onto you as possible, but it's more about him trying to pass on his passion for math to translate into your skill, and perhaps you having more fun with the subject. And I think that every single student that I've seen, at least in Thinker's Cap Education, has managed to experience something that's incredibly personal to them during class. I think what makes Thinker's Cap Education so distinct is kind of similar to what I talked about just now with the caring about the students thing. But I think to expound further on that, the biggest difference between this center and others is that a group class is not one that is neglectful. And I think that's a presumption we tend to have with group classes, right? That, oh, my kid is going to get drowned out because the teacher has so many people to attend to. But I think Mr. Tam's version succeeds for two reasons. The first just being that the classes aren't super large, just maybe 3 or 4 people. But the second reason being that Mr. Tam also just takes special attention to ensure that every single student has their needs addressed, even in the limited time. And I think that's definitely something that I've benefited from. So for J2, I got an A at mid-years, a B at prelims, and an A at A-levels. I think the clearest reason to go to Thinker's Cap Education when you're seeking help is precisely because you're seeking help. And Mr. Tam is probably one of the best places you're going to get it. I think number one, he's just incredibly qualified. Two, like I mentioned earlier, he's just a really patient and really specific teacher, I would say, that tries to cater as much as possible to your skill level, to what you can understand, to what you're currently struggling with. And I think that's the kind of experience that you can only get in his class.